Manchester United versus West Ham FA Cup.
Willie, make hit.
So, Manchester United won the game 1-0, which I'm happy with the result. I'm happy with it, but it was a dead game. West Ham came to park the bus and maybe get penalties or a set piece. They offered nothing up front, nothing. The game was basically attack versus defence. Obviously they had a couple of chances, but it's nothing that we shouldn't be able to handle. The attack, no, to be fair, we had some decent spells. Tellez linking up well with Rashford and Martial. That was probably the only way it looked like we was gonna score through that way. The only problem was Tellez. Tellez likes to cross a lot of balls, and our forwards don't like to header. So the only time we'd like to play Tellez is when Cavani's playing, because it kind of matches. So yeah, that's it with Tellez. But the forwards in general, we kept the ball, but that's about it. Nothing, no penetrating passes, no clear-cut chances. Apart from Rashford, he had that. It's probably the biggest chance, I'd say. Or Martial's towards the end, but Rashford, he at a top level, he has to finish it. He has to finish it. The team, the lineup, it was pretty similar to mine, but I would have had Matic. I wouldn't have played Matic, and I would have played Donny deeper and this put Matt in number 10. I feel like Donny is wasted in number 10. We haven't got enough players in the same level as him, same type of gameplay. Get the ball, move it, 1-2 touch, 1-2 touch. Everyone likes to play it out wide, work for the channels and cross it in. I don't think he's used to that. So it doesn't really benefit him playing on number 10. And you could tell he was quite frustrated when he came off. I think if you're going to play Donny, you need to play more, I wouldn't say intelligent football. There's more players with the same similar style that like to keep the ball, not the ball about. So if he does play in his team, I'd like to see him play number 8 role, where you can get the ball, turn on the half turn and play it into someone. I think a lot of our players were scared to play it between the lines into him, because if you actually watch Donny with your eyes, you could see the runs that he's making, but no one's looking for those runs, and you could tell he was getting frustrated. But maybe what we've done, he was playing with a lot of safe passes, but maybe that's because he's scared of losing the ball and messing up and him jeopardising his chance of playing in the next game. Yeah, that's it from Donny really. I just hope he plays in the next game against West Brom, which I doubt. Actually, no, he should, because West Brom are typically like to sit back, and hopefully we're gonna have to try and break them down. So hopefully he does get another chance in there. But apart from that, nothing really happened in the game. It was nice to see Diezel on the bench. It would have been nice to see him come on last 5 minutes, but I can't understand why he didn't come on. Maybe just for him to get the experience of going to Old Trafford and playing in a big game, high pressure game, even though it didn't really feel like it. It didn't feel like anyone was going to score, to be fair. Maybe not for like a couple, I don't know. Apart from that chance, we didn't have anything clear cut, I would say. I wouldn't even say that chance was clear cut, it was just a good chance. But let me get onto the player ratings on how I thought they played. Henderson, I think Henderson played pretty well. He was commanding. He didn't really have much saves to make, but when he did have a save to make, I felt comfortable that he could do the job. I would give him, average is 5. I'd give him a 6. not that he did anything amazing, but I just felt comfortable with him there. Like, when a cross came in, he dealt with it. When a mistake was made, he would just deal with it. Even towards the end, he did some stuff that I was kind of scared that he's going to mess up, but he was comfortable. He dribbled out, kicked it down the line. It went out, but he was comfortable doing it. So yeah, I'd give him a 6. Wan-Bissaka, I'd give him a 6. I felt even making last ditch tackles, like even that corner that came in, cleared off the line. I can't fault him. It was basically him versus the West Ham. Lindelof. I think Lindelof, Harry Maguire makes Lindelof look worse, but it's vice versa. Lindelof makes Harry Maguire look worse. It's not a good combination, but they both have their strengths and weaknesses. Lindelof, he won a lot of headers. He was comfortable on the ball. Didn't make any mistakes. He got roughed up a couple of times, but nothing that I would think, oh, he needs to get out. Nah, nothing. But to be fair, they didn't have it. None of the defence had nothing to do. Harry Maguire, I give them both average 5. They did nothing amazing. I saw on BBC they gave Harry Maguire man of the match. I don't think he was man of the match. For me, I just think that's how we should be playing every game. If they're impressed with that, then they must love everybody, because he does that every single game. Harry Maguire, I'd give him a 5. Telles, in the first half, before he came off, he's one of our bright sparks, linking with our forwards players. If there was something going to happen, he was looking to be down that side. He was putting good balls in, linking up with the left winger striker. So yeah, I'd give him a 6. Fred and Matic. I feel like Ali only started Matic because of his height, because he didn't really bring anything else to the table. He's too slow on the ball, and when he does get the ball, he doesn't really do anything that I'm like, wow, or try and play through the lines. At one point, he did try to look for Donny, but he just forced it. There's nothing good about it. His game today. I can see why Ali took him off and brought on McTominay. Fred as usual, is up and down, winning balls. He does need to work on his final ball. Not his final ball, but his final pass shot. His end product. Whether it's shooting or... No, I'd just say he's shooting. His delivery is normally decent. When he's not rushed, he's quite decent. I'd give him a 5. I'll give them both a 5. Donny. I'd give him even though it wasn't his fault, or it wasn't his fault, but he was in the game. And I know from watching him and what he can do, I know he can be better than that and offer more to us. So I'd give him a 4. Even though I don't think it is his fault, I just think it's the team wasn't set up for him to play his way. He's still used to Bruno getting the ball and controlling the game. And that's not Donny's typical game. He's more of a passing move. Different spaces, draw people out. So I'd say a 4. The wingers, Rashford and Greenwood. I'd go with Greenwood first. Greenwood, like I said, he's not having his best goal scoring season, but overall, his gameplay is getting way better. Because last season, all he was doing is getting the ball outside the box, step over, left foot, right foot, bang, bang, bang. You didn't really see much of his gameplay. But this season, you're not seeing as much goals, but you're seeing his overall gameplay getting better, which it is a bonus. If he does get better, and then the next season his goal scoring comes back, you're getting a very, very good player. I'd give him a 6. I like that piece of skill he done. It was the one that came that controlled it down. Done a 360 megs him. I liked it. So Rashford. Rashford. What can I say about Rashford? I don't know what to say about him. He's very inconsistent. But I think when Tellers was on, he linked up well with him. But I don't know. I just think he's thinking too much instead of just playing. I don't know what it is, but I don't know. Can't really say much about him. He did have a big chance he should have scored, so I'll give him a 5, just average. Martial. For me, I thought Martial was one of our better players. Every time he did get the ball, he looked after it, protected it, moved it on. He was the one that drove the ball up the pitch that got us the first goal. Well, that only goal. So I'd give him I'd say a 7, but he didn't score, so I'd give him a 6 as well. I just find it hard to give anyone a higher rating because the game was so boring or dull. There was not much going on. The subs, who came on? McTominay. I liked McTominay. He came on, showed his muscle, showed his strength, got the goal, had legs. Him and Fred complement each other. They're both industrial players, like to get around the pitch, clear up the mess and give it to the attacking players to let them work their magic. So when he came on, there's nothing. No, I'd give him. To be fair, he changed the game for us. To be fair, because of that goal. I don't know whether to give him man of the match. Do you know? I'd give him man of the match. Him or Martial, I'd give him man of the match. But because he scored the goal, I'd give it to McTominay. Who else came on? McTominay. Oh, Bruno. You know what you're getting when Bruno comes on. He likes to control the game, make the passes, dictate tempo. Typical Bruno. But when he did come on, you could feel the difference. The team knows where they should be, what they need to do, who they need to give the ball to, what runs they should make. I feel like it is Bruno FC. He's basically the manager. He makes the changes. He makes whatever. I'll give him a 6. Good game, but good game. Cavani. I'll just give him a normal 5. When he came on, you know what you're getting from Cavani. You know he's going to try and win headers. You know he's going to hustle and bustle. Never give up. Game management. You know what you're getting. That's a valuable experience for the team, with our team being so young. I'll give him a 5. And I think that was all the subs. But it was good to see Diezel on the bench, and hopefully I get to see him more. Ali, I'll give him a 5. I think he played it safe with the team that he picked. I think he expected a lot of height, like crosses, set pieces. Even though West Ham are set for that, we're supposed to be the ones that are supposed to take the game to West Ham and show them what we're about. With that team he picked, I don't think he went there thinking of how we're going to break down West Ham. He just put out a team there of players that haven't played and that, okay, let me give them some game time. Which is okay, but you still need to have a game plan of how you're going to break them down. Because with Tellers there, you just know he's going to put crosses in. And then if you ain't got a target man in the box or someone's going to try and win headers, then there's no point. But yeah, I gave him a 5. But hopefully against West Brom, he thinks more of it, and I'm interested to see what team he's gonna pick, and hopefully by then we get some news of whether anyone gets injured, or touch wood that they don't, Pogba's fitness, and just whether Diallo's a first team regular or is going to be back in the reserves playing with the under 21s. So yeah, see you next time. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.